everyone, welcome back to another video. So for today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the latest release from Ellis Brooklyn, and that is Sun Fruit. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Amy and I do videos on fragrance, beauty, self-care, and body care. If you like that type of content, don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave today. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I hope you guys are doing great today. I'm so happy to have you here with me and I appreciate you guys so much. So with that said, let's get into today's video. So here is the travel size of Sun Fruit. I didn't get the full size of this fragrance because I am trying to get more travel sizes when it comes to new releases. That way I can give you guys my opinion on it, and then if I love it, I'll get the full size. So I bought this one at the same time that I bought the Valentino Born in Aroma Coral Fantasy, and just before I even get started with the review, I kind of wish that I would have got the full size of this one instead of that one, because I did return that fragrance and I have been testing this one out. I have worn this fragrance twice already and I had a different opinion the first time that I smelled it, and then it completely changed the second time that I wore it. So I'm going to start off by telling you the main accords of this fragrance. So this fragrance is sweet, fruity, coconut, powdery, white floral, musky, floral, lactonic, woody, and citrus. The top notes for this fragrance are fig, pear, bergamot, and plum tree. Middle notes are orange blossom, jasmine, iris, and cyclamen. And the base notes are coconut, musk, vanilla orchid, and amber. This fragrance, the first time that I smelled it, I was like, okay, this is very it just reminds me of a vacation in a bottle. It reminds me of like a very, I wouldn't say tropical fragrance because it doesn't give me those tropical fruits, but it does give like that tropical vacation vibes, like you're on a cruise, which I'm going to next month. So I'm thinking about taking this with me, but it also has different touches to it, which makes it more appealing to me. So I am going to spray it on my skin. And I will say that the opening is my favorite part of this fragrance. I definitely get that fig in this fragrance with the pear. It's just a beautiful opening. It's fruity, but then it also has kind of like a bite to it. It's not sweet. It's not super sweet. And then the bergamot adds like this sparkling touch to the opening, which I always love in my fragrances. And then the opening dies down pretty quickly and you're left with this almost powdery touch. Very little though. Don't think of like a powder bomb type of fragrance, but it does have like this powdery touch, and it just makes it, to me, it makes it like a clean, fresh, perfect for vacation fragrance. You do have that coconut, the fig, the pear. You have kind of like that tropical touch to it, but then there's this freshness to it. There's almost the same freshness that I get from Clean Reserve Radiant Nectar, and it also has like a musky vibe to it. It's just beautiful, and it's just a scent that I think that would do really great when you're out in the sun, when you're going to the beach, maybe like a pool party, just spring and summer events. I think that this is going to be beautiful. It just makes me think of sun-kissed skin. You know that look, like that glowy skin look when you're in the beach and you're just glistening? I feel like this smells amazing and it reminds me of that. But then it also has like this fresh and powdery side to it, which gives it like just a very pretty put together type of scent. Now, when I first sprayed this one, I was like, I don't need this, because the dry down of this, for some reason, there's no almond in here or nothing that really makes me compare it to this fragrance, but kind of like the base of it gives me a little bit of vibes of Mandorlo di Sicilia. I'm not saying they smell the same because they don't, but that same kind of powdery dry down, I feel like I get it in both. So I told myself that I didn't need this. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go through this travel size and I'm not going to purchase a full size. And then yesterday, I had a dentist appointment with my middle daughter and she had to get her cleaning and stuff. So I was getting ready in the morning and I figured I'm just gonna throw this on because it's daytime and it's not something that was going to offend anyone because we were going to a dentist office. So I sprayed this on. I sprayed it on my clothes, I sprayed it on my skin, and I was wearing a mask in the dentist office and I can still smell it on myself while I was at the dentist with my daughter. And it gave just this very breezy, clean, but put together type of scent with a little bit of sweetness, but just the right amount of sweetness and not too much. And my husband gave me a hug. I would say it was hours later because it was after he came back from work. So it was probably 4 o'clock around there and I applied this around 9 in the morning. And he gave me a hug and he's like, you smell so good today. And he just kept on asking me like, what is that? It smells so good. So, and when I told him to sniff this, he smelled it and he said, it smells very different on you than it does on the bottle. But he really, really loved it. I had a lot of you guys tell me in the comments that this did not last on you, just like how the Coral Fantasy didn't last on me. And it's crazy how some of you are getting longevity from Coral Fantasy and some are not. And then some people are not getting longevity with this, but then on my skin and on my clothing, it lasted all day. And I kept smelling it on myself. And I feel like I am going to get the full size of this to take it on the cruise with me because I feel like it's going to be perfect for a cruise. And the coconut in here is done just right. It's not that coconut that is super loud and it overpowers the fragrance. It's just this creamy coconut. I also get almost like a coconut water type of vibe, but then that fig adds even more creaminess to the fragrance. So I really, really like it. It does give a creamy touch to it, a little powdery, which now that I'm looking at the main accords, it's funny how powdery is in there because that is what I get in here. It's just beautiful. So yeah, I think that I'm definitely going to be purchasing the full size of this. I really love the look of the bottle. I love how bright it is. I feel like this is one of those fragrances that's a mood lifter. It's just really, really nice. Just a happy fragrance. And I think that it's going to be perfect for vacations, for summertime. I also wanted to mention that I do pick up the florals in this fragrance, but they're not sharp. They don't bother me. You guys know that I'm not too much of a floral person unless it's done right and it's mixed with the right things so that I don't get a headache from it. The florals in here are beautiful because they give that feminine touch, but the florals don't bother me at all. So really, really nice fragrance. I think that it's blended so beautiful. And I think it's going to be a favorite for spring and summer. And I can definitely see this being a crowd-pleasing type of fragrance. So really, really nice. And it does have its unique touch to it. So when you first smell it, you think, oh, this is kind of like generic or it's pretty, but does it stand out? But when you wear it, when you have it all over you, it just creates the most beautiful vibe. And it is different to me. It gives me a different feel. I don't think I have any fragrance that I would say that reminds me a lot to this. There are some fragrances that give similar vibes, but it's unique enough for me to add it to my collection. So I really, really like it. So those are my thoughts on the Ellis Brooklyn Sun Fruit. I wish I would have picked up the full size of this one, but I want to hear what you guys think about this fragrance. Have you smelled it? What are your opinions on it? Your thoughts? I would love to hear from you guys. Thank you so, so much for watching today's video. And if you are interested in today's makeup, I did use the Natasha Denona palette, the pastel palette, which I have right here, and I just got done filming the tutorial for this look, so I am going to be editing that and posting it during this weekend. So if you're interested, it's going to be uploaded either Saturday or Sunday. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and check it out. Thank you guys so much for your support. I have had such a crazy week. I we got sick about 2 weeks ago and we got the Rona. And it was not as bad. We already had it once, so this was our second time having it. And yeah, this time it was a little bit more scary because my youngest girls got it and they did get a pretty nasty cough. So I was pretty stressed out, worried, just in full mom mode. So I haven't really filmed. I always have a lot of videos planned out and pre-filmed, so that helps me to stay on track. But I haven't filmed in probably over a week. So I'm just so happy to be back to it. The girls are doing good. I'm feeling great. I'm just feeling extra grateful for everyone, for all of you guys, for all of the support. It just means so much to me. So thank you guys so much. So yeah, I just want to thank you guys so much for being here. Comment down below, let's chat, and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It helps me out so much, and I will see you guys in my next video.